Hello, true believers. Let's do a model review of the 1/100 scale master grade Daban model Epyon. And I know it's been a while since I've done one of these Gundam videos. I'm almost finished. I think I only have a few of these models left that I put together while I was in prison. So just bear with me. If you love these type of videos of the bootleg Gundams, then I am going to be finishing up pretty soon. And if you hate them, well, I'm going to be finishing up pretty soon. So these were the models that I were putting together while I was in prison for like several months. I would take my time, probably like a week each model. So I have like several, as you could see. And that was the thing that was keeping me occupied, not thinking about how my family was doing, is if Paris was going to kill them or not for money, because to follow whether he was going to follow up on his threats or not. So this was what saved me from going insane thinking about that. So before we get to the actual model itself, let's get to the box. So this is a bootleg Daban, as you can see, and you'll also see in the box the art is the same as the original. He's got his whip. I don't know anything about this series. I didn't watch it. I mean, I'm sure it's available online, but when I was growing up, it wasn't. So this is a Daban, so it's kind of a play on Bandai. This is what the box art looks like. So this is he has also a dragon mode. You can see his feet turned into like the double-headed dragon, like so. So let's look at the rest of the box. Here he is standing there posing, which this is pretty much how much I have him like that. And then he's got his whip, and then that's just the rest of the box. So here it is, Epyon with his sword, kind of posing like that. Pretty cool looking. So you can pose him like that if you want. And this is the rest of his, and then this is where he transforms into dragon mode. Look at that. And his wings. So what's nice about this is something different. It's the color. I assume this is like the villain protagonist version of a mobile Gundam suit. And it's something that's different. So let's get to the manual itself. So over here you can see Epyon mobile suit. Let's put this aside over here and let's open it up. You can see that it is a new mobile report fighter W. And it's got its cool wings. There's several Gundams that have wings. This is one of them. Here's the plates. You can pause it and take a look at it if you want. Look at the detail. Starting off with the head, then body, then arm. Then I pretty much now do the same thing that most seasoned veteran model builders do, and I just start off with the legs first. So waist unit versus the head and body, so that way you can have something that's already standing. So it's just easier to put together when you start off with the legs and then the waist and then the body. Then yeah, so you just kind of stick it on. Here's some poses with it. And here it is in dragon form. The whip turns into the tail, the feet turn into the head, and then you got the wings like that. Then here's some more poses. It looks kind of, I get it, it does look like a dragon, but it does kind of look derpy at the same time with his feet. So I don't really, not gonna transform it to dragon mode because it's just gonna break it. That's a big disadvantage of bootlegs. So that's what it, so the manual, I assume, I don't have an original, but I assume it's just the same as the original. They just used Chinese letters. And then here's putting together the wings. And then we'll look at the detail of the wings and then the beam sword and the shield. So here's the beam sword. Like so. And so here's a transformation. Yeah, let me see if I could. We could go back to the transformation. So you take off the legs, then you take off. What else do you take off? Oh, then you move it, like angle the arms like that, and then I'm not sure what that is. Then here's the how you get it to collapse on its back. So as you can see, it looks kind of awkward. So the head is is down. It just kind of folds over, and then you open up the mouth, and then like, oh, you got a dragon now. So that's how. So there's a tab that locks back on itself like that. And like I said, it looks weird looking because you're gonna see like the head unit underneath, and like so. And then here's an adapter to put it on a stand. And then here's your sticker. So if you wanna, it comes with stickers if you wanna put it on, but the stickers as usual is terrible for bootlegs. And it looks like that. So you could do the dragon mode, but you know, here's his feet, and it opens up. And then you could, it would look cool with all this kind of design detail, but you can't do it. I wouldn't recommend it with bootleg rub-on transfers. So let's look at the accessories that comes with it. So it comes with this beam sword, not beam sword, beam sword. Then you got the open hands accessories, and then you get the pilot. So a lot of people like to paint these things and make it as realistic as possible. And then this is your stickers, but as you could see, you'll see the plastic outlines. Can't even focus on it. So that's available. So you could see you could put the little white pinstriping, but it's gonna peel off, and that's the biggest complaint of a lot of bootlegs when it comes to. The best is the water decals. So now let's get to the actual mobile unit itself. So now that we got the accessories out of the way, it comes with, here's the sword itself. Here's the beam effect. Then you got this hard wire that comes with it that you could hurt. Make sure you don't poke yourself accidentally with it. And then here's the open hands. You want to say, yeah, I got open hands. And then here's the accessory. And I'm not sure what these ones are all about, but they're there. No, I think this is part of the hands. So let's actually get to the mobile unit itself. So I'm not going to do much of a rant today. I've got a lot of chores I need to do that I've been procrastinating for a while because I've been playing a lot of Mobile Legends. And if you enjoy it, I'll probably... it gets to a point where I figure it out. But it does get repetitive. So I should be trying other heroes eventually. When I have time. But anyway, let's get to the unit. Let's start off with the feet. This is where he's got where the two dragon heads turn into, the feet turn into. Then he's got his knees with the dragon kind of fins that will turn into. And then here's his skirt armor. And his body, it's got this clear piece in here. I appreciate that. Kind of zoom in. So it's got nice color separation. You can see the gray, the yellow, the red. So if you're tired of their same red, white, and blue Gundams, then this is a nice... these are the hands, and then they turn into the feet, you know, when it comes to his transformation. So this is, I think this articulates. Yeah, this articulates. So this, you could see the hands will turn into the feet, or his claws when he articulates into dragon form. I just think it looks dumb. how he bends around like that, then you could see his head underneath. Then this is probably one of the main features of this is the shield with the whip, and this whip actually is posable to a certain extent. Look at that. And you could also lock it in place so it'll become the straight tail, or just if you want it straight. And then let's look at the back. Let's look at the shoulders here. Look at it. It's got. I don't think this articulates. No, this doesn't open up. But the shield looks pretty cool. And then let's look at the head while we're at it. So there's this clear green piece right here. If we can get it to focus macro. And then here's his face. You can see I think it's just a clear green piece for the eyes. Then you've got these kind of apple seed kind of ears. They're huge. And then in the back, you got the wings, one of the main features. And it actually articulates. This thing opens up right here. This thing opens up like that. And then it's actually used as a part of the stand because it's kind of back heavy. So it just kind of rests on itself. But it articulates over here also. And then over here at the back of the legs, these are like triple jointed, so it forms like the neck of the dragon. Then you got these side fins also over here. And let's look at the back. You got this booster. You got this backpack booster with a nice gray and red. And look at the wings color separation. So these are the dragon wings. And that looks pretty cool. So let's look at the back of the head. They got the, I guess the rear head camera. You got your back skirt armor. And that looks pretty cool. So you can see how it'll transform into a dragon. You just kind of fold it on its back by itself. And you got then this turns into the feet. The feet turn into the head. The hands turn into the feet. And then this is the body. So and then you just split it on the side. And then you've got something like, let me see the picture here. And you get something like this. See the claws, the feet. And then you could already see that, you can see the eyes here. That's supposed to be see the green, clear green part's supposed to be the eyes. And then you open up the bottom of the feet and then you'll get the mouth. Then here's the part where the wing articulates, and then of course it goes off to the side. I think you take off the backpack and then you fold it on itself. And that's pretty much it. What do I think of it? Well, I think it's great, especially if you're in prison and you got nothing else to do and you need something to keep your mind occupied before you go insane. I think it's wonderful. You could buy it at Divisoria. Well, I bought it 10 years ago, probably in Divisoria. I forgot how much. At Mall 186 Solera Wing on the 4th floor by one of the escalators. So I highly recommend it. If you like it, then, and if you want, it's usually a third of the price of the original. Then you could buy 3 of these for one original, 3 or 4 of these for one original, depending how much you can get a discount for it. You could haggle with them. Then why not pick one up if you're ever at Divisoria? But a lot of these are, I think, available online now. So it's the online shopping. You don't have to go to Divisoria anymore because going there it'll cost you $100 in itself. So why go all the way over there when you could probably it'd probably be cheaper for you, unless you buy like bulk like this, then it makes sense. But if you're just buying one, then the best thing to do is just buy it online. A lot of these Chinese companies, these Chinese counterfeit knockoff companies now, you can buy all their products online and have it delivered to you. So anyway, but if you like the shopping experience, you like going. Part of going to the Divisoria is not just it's just buying things. It's just going there also and just kind of witnessing the spectacle of all those shops and knockoffs and wholesale, all these wholesale products. All right, so that's pretty much it. See if you enjoyed it. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. I no rant this morning. I like I said, I gotta have a lot of chores to do that I've been procrastinating. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is What's Only. Thanks for watching.